Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program, episode 3. And we got Jeb in the seat here. We're going to be getting a couple of missions out of the way, building up some money, and getting some science, right? Because it's all about the science, and we need plenty of science. Alright, let's go. This craft's a little bit wobbly. It's been okay for getting sort of decent suborbital missions. Kind of sort of developed it a bit off camera. Pretty basic though. We got a little service pod up here, nose cone, a little service bay. We've got some batteries inside, we've got a thermometer inside, and we've got a mystery goo, which is pretty cool. 2 heat shields, because it's all about the heat shields. We've had some issues with heat shields before. And in this mission, we're going to be testing these little things. We just get testing these radial decouplers. We need to be suborbital. 70,000 to 80,000 meters, so it should be pretty easy. Get a nice bit of money out of it, and it's all about the money, right? It's all about the science and the money. More importantly, the science, because Kerbals, of course, can't live without science. It's like, I mean, they can live without food, right? But they can't live without science. Get rid of that. Fire it up. And we're just going to try and get a nice sort of suborbital without a very shallow re-entry, just so we can get this mission done. And then for the next mission, I'm thinking that we get Jeb into orbit, just so we can get some of the pilot skills for him. We get him a star, get some of the pilot skills. And the pilot skills are nice because I looked into, because Valentina leveled up in the last episode, and she can make the rocket point prograde or retrograde automatically without me having to do anything. Just have to press a button and she does it on her own, which is a really neat feature. It's definitely going to help getting us to the Mun when we go for Mun missions. I mean, technologically we're nowhere near able to go to the Mun yet, but I'm hoping that soon we can get there. It's definitely going to be way more difficult in this version of KSP now than it used to be. It used to be fairly simple. You can get to the Mun in by the fifth launch. It's really simple, but I don't think it's going to be that simple this time round. Right, so we've got plenty of hides. We'll even this out as we get up to here, but it'll be enough. In fact, we can do this test now, just to save the hassle, so we'll do this now. Yep, that's that test done. There's 2 ways you can test the parts in the missions. You can either do it by staging or by sort of right-clicking the part, and then there'll be an option here that says Run Test. Usually for engines, in landing gear and stuff like that, it's usually you have to click on it and do a Run Test, but for parts like decouplers and other bits and bobs, it's usually in the staging. You have to make sure your staging's right, of course, before you can do it, because I had a couple of goes and I just kept pressing stage at the wrong time and it just kept failing the mission, and it's really annoying. So yeah. We can get rid of this lump. We don't need that anymore. Definitely not going to achieve an orbit because we've got a big engine here and you've got a tiny little fuel tank. This is only just as, just to sort of like even us out. It's not really for us getting an orbit. But the next craft is what we're going to do. It's going to be a full bona fide orbital craft that we can use every time, get our guys leveled up, preparing for their Mun missions, and getting some science. Some juicy science. Let's see if we can't get this thermometer. I might have already... See, I've already done this one, so I'm going to save that for when we're re-entering. I'm going to try and see if I can't just pull out this orbit. Don't need to be going powerful, just need a little boost. Just to kind of drag this out a bit. I don't want to fall back to curbing like a rock. I mean, Bill pulled it off, but I'm still to this day think that Bill completely fluked that re-entry. Absolutely fluked it. There was no way that man made the re-entry the way he did. I bet I couldn't do it again. Never. I mean, he was higher than this. In fact, he was about this high, and he re-entered pretty much straight the way back. Just in case you didn't see the episode, he went straight down and survived. And I can't believe he survived. Absolutely can't believe it. Alright, that's that engine done. Let's look in a... well, it's not that much better. I mean, it's a bit better. And you can see this is what we got going on inside the service pod. We got our batteries there, we got a little mystery goo in the middle, and we got our thermometer here. Which means that we can do these tests and then close this, and we can, and this is heat resistant, so we can bring this back with us. I put heat shields either side. One for the service module. If that fails, then we've still got one here for the command pod. And a little nose cone, just to, you know, make it look cool. And a couple of these little fins. I'll just put them on because, I don't know, I thought it made it look pretty derpy, pretty Kerbal derpy. I like the Kerbal derp. That's what I like. Kerbal derping. I'm going to time accelerate through this. Let's get this bay opened up and see if we can't do... I mean, we're in the atmosphere now, so we don't have a thermometer one for that. Yep, 7.2 science, so we'll take this. And we'll probably leave that, because I don't have one for on water, so if we can splash down with it, we can just take that for water. We're going to get rid of that. And we're going to point the craft straight down, so that the heat shield will take all the crap on the way down. Whether we're going to make it, I mean, we might not even make it, because this is way steep. And I mean, it really is way steep. We've still got plenty of ablation. It's going down. 196, 195, 194. Well, yeah, he's done a pretty good job, really. Parachutes. I'm loving all these like shaking effects, and it's just really neat. It's really neat. Before it was just like this, like nothing moved, but now you got things move and the way the stuff shakes. It's a really neat feature. Can we get some of this now? Have we got one of these? No. No, I want the 1.6 science. I'll wait till it hits the deck. And then we can get some more science. Oh, parachutes are out. Time accelerate to the ground. In earlier versions, it was like you did not time accelerate when things were happening, like parachutes were opening, or if you were moving, or you were accelerating, because it just used to cause a whole world of pain. But I mean, I don't know if they've kind of fixed that bug in this version. I don't really want to try and risk testing it, so I'm just not going to test it. Smash down. See if we can get that mystery goo. Nice if we can pull some science off out of the water. Yeah, 4 science. That's pretty cool. The goo escapes into the water. Oh no. Crew report? Have we done it? We've done a crew report. Okay. Because it's nice having the extra batteries, because I don't have to worry about electric charge anymore. And we've got 3 batteries on there, which is more than enough. More than enough for us anyway. Alright, so we made a good sort of 40,000 out of that. See if there's any other things we can pull off. Ooh. We've got a fly by the mun. Mission has come up, but I don't think there's no way that we can take this now. Yeah, there's no way. It doesn't say how long it lasts, unless maybe it's one of these ones you take it and it never goes away. It's no secret that none of us knew for sure the effects of being in microgravity were still very much unknown. Well, Jeb knows all about it. Jeb was born in microgravity. Well, so the rumours say anyway. I'm not going to take this. I'm going to leave that. It expires in 2 days though, and I don't want to sort of just leave this out. But there's no way we're going to... No, there's no way we're going to be able to do it. It's way too ambitious. Alright, we're going to go science. We've got 46 science, so we can take another one of these. And I'm thinking that we go for flight control, so we can get this small inline reaction wheel, which will give us a bit more sort of control of the craft. We have winglets, which can move. There's movable ones, so it makes it easier to kind of turn the craft. You can see that it's difficult for me to turn it. We get this new cockpit. Probably won't really use the new cockpit in all fairness, but so we're gonna take this. We'll take that. Let's just see what changes we can... Oh, we don't need those anymore. We've done that mission now. Alright. So, got this new funky looking cockpit. It's pretty cool. And it's not that much heavier. It's lighter than the Mark 1. A little bit heavier than the command pod. Thinking we leave that for now though. Don't think we really need anything that fancy at this moment in time. We've got probes now. That's nice. Can they survive? I don't know. It doesn't seem like they can survive much re-entry. 1,800. They probably can. I mean, I would have thought so, right? You'd need that to come back anyway. To engines, nothing new there. This is nice. This is definitely what I was gunning for, the small inline reaction wheel, because we definitely need more control of this as it's going into space. I didn't think it was going to be that small though. It's kind of a bit of a downer. I thought it'd be like sort of, you know, the size of this maybe. But that's okay, it fits there on the end, right? It's kind of cool. We got battery power to sort of supply it. Let's change these little doofers for these bad boys. We'll put 4 of them on, just so that we can actually turn the thing as it's going up. Yeah, that's kind of looks like a big door. Looks like a Thunderbird rocket almost. I'm kind of thinking that I want to put a Science Junior on there, but I don't know if a Science Junior can re-enter. I'm not too sure if it can re-enter or not. So, phone's ringing, but I'm not going to answer that. It's not important this time of day, right? It's the afternoon. I don't answer the phone in the afternoon. So, I'm thinking if we can take one and then do the science, transmit that back, and it just means that we can get more science, and it's definitely what I'm after. We need more. We just need more science. Valentine's already complained about the lack of science coming through. Well, that looks pretty cool. I think that'll work. I'm skeptical that this will return, that we can get this back. I've yet to try and get this. I don't think it's worth even trying to recover it. Yeah, we'll go with that. Let's take Jeb again. We'll take Jeb again and see if we can't creep this into orbit. I don't think it'll get to orbit, but it's definitely worth a try. We call this a Skyraker because it's it's our orbital experiment. All right, let's go. Alright, let's get the SAS on. 2/3 throttle. And let's just see how well this inline reaction wheel handles. Hopefully it'll make it a hell of a lot easier for us to do what we need to do. Let's see if we can't pull off just a quick bit of science now. I don't know if it's safe to open this while we're doing this, but oh yeah, we'll take that. That's nice. 5. See what Mr. Goose got to say for itself. Not that much. We'll leave that for now. Science Junior? Science Junior's got some nice science, 17.5 science. But I'm not gonna take that for now. I'm gonna leave that for when we get up. Winglets are moving quite a bit here. This is a little bit worrying. Not too sure what's going on. We're going pretty straight though. It's definitely keeping us straight. We're accelerating a little bit too fast for where we are in the atmosphere. We don't really want to be going more than 200 meters per second. Below 9,500, I think I worked it out at. But it's okay. We've done that now. Alright. It's so much easier to turn and move with these. Ooh, it's very sensitive though. It is very sensitive. Just got to try and keep it near the sort of 40-degree mark. Whoa, it's a little bit touchy. Doesn't like hard controls. You know, you have to just kind of tap it. Alright, let's check out the map, see how... Yeah, and this is much better than what we were getting before. Definitely a lot better than what we were getting before. We just don't quite have the oomph that we need, really, at this moment in time. And... oh, we're out there. It's definitely not going to be enough in the next stage. See where that leaves us. 82,000. That's not too bad. Basically, we just need to get this Science Junior out into space, really. Once we can get that into space, we can do the experiments and then come back. It looks really cool with the wings. It's like a genuine, you know, little spacecraft. I'm gonna just make it do this. Yeah, it looks really cool. It looks really cool. I like it. Our space program's coming on nice. It's coming on just nice. See the space center down there and this sort of other runway on the island. You can sort of fly to that and land on it. Not much there. I remember from earlier versions it's just like a couple hangars and a little tower. And just, you know, just things. Isn't that much there, really. Alright, we're in space now. We'll get this. See, we can get 25 science if we can get it back to Kerbal, but I'm pretty sure you just can't do it. So yeah, we're going to transmit this. So we get 35% or 8.8 science. Ah, okay, so that message said that if you have a scientist on board, you can reset the test. Ah, I did not know that. So if we have a scientist on board, we could... I don't know if you have to EVA him out maybe, and then you can reset this and do another test. Which would be really nice. And now that we've got these inline wheels and other little gizmos, it would make it easier for us to get some better tests. Let's just burn this fuel off. Try and make this re-entry a little bit better. Yeah, that's okay. That's cool. Oh, get rid of that. See you later, Science Junior. Have fun. Alright, so we're coming in for a re-entry now. We've left the Science Junior behind us. We're on a pretty good angle. It should be a pretty good re-entry angle. So anywhere between sort of 20 and 50 I've found is the reasonable area. We're a little bit low of that, but as we arc down, this angle will increase. So the I mean, what's one way to put it? The longitude? No, the latitude of it will increase. That's right, the latitude. So it won't be too bad a re-entry. Jeb should be okay anyway. I mean, he's happy either way. Look at his face. I mean, he's loving it. He doesn't matter if he burns up and into a crisp. I mean, we care. He doesn't care. He's just all in it for the science. Started re-entering. Just check on this ablation. Make sure that we're not burning our way through the heat shield. I don't think we will be though. I think we're doing okay. Oh, we seem to be doing okay. We're doing okay. Coming through the worst of it now. That's it, we're in, we're done. Re-entry complete. We'll deploy the parachutes just to kind of slow us down, turn the SAS off. SAS off. Time accelerate down until we can deploy them. And we pulled some nice science away from that. We got the science from the takeoff with the thermometer, and we didn't do any mystery goo though, I remember. Oh yeah, I've just remembered, we need to do one of these. We'll get that 1.6 science, we'll take that science. Let's close this. So we got thermometer, we got science junior. So we're not doing too bad. At the same time though, we do still need to be doing missions, because otherwise we're just going to keep spending money, launching rockets over and over. And you do get science in the missions too, which is nice. Time accelerate down to the water. Oh, and let's see what we get from this. See what science we pulled up. We only got 7.2 science. Oh, right, of course, and then we transmitted 8 science as well, so that's okay. No XP for Jeb. No XP for you, Jeb. Sorries.